This exercise is usually performed wrong, and you see a lot of mistakes going around with beginners or with people that are not actually familiar with the exercise. So in order to perform the lat pull down, I'm going to give you the common mistakes and then I'm going to teach you how to perform it. So the lat pull down is an exercise that really targets your back, okay? So as I told before, every time you do any exercise where you're pulling in a vertical positioning, you're going to be growing this way for the width of the back. When you do anything that is vertical, you're performing anything that is vertical, like seated rows, like a dumbbell rows, or any type of row, you're growing towards this side. So you're going the thickness of the back, right? So by performing the lat pull down, which is like a variation of the regular pull-ups, but with a machine or a cable, you're going to target the latissimus dorsi, which is the muscle that brings the width for the back, right? So it's essential that if you want to grow the width of the back, you're performing this exercise correctly. So the first mistake that I see for people is the hand positioning. The hand positioning, when you're going to do the lat pull down, which is the traditional exercise, the standard exercise, there are many variations, but the traditional lat pull down, you see a lot of having the grip very close to each other, right? Almost like if it's shoulder width. And you know, when you have a closer width, you're not really targeting the width of the back. You're not really going to be able to keep your elbows flared out so you can really target and have that contraction. It is actually limiting the range of motion because you need to be able to bring the bar all the way up to your chest. So by having the close grip, you're not going to be able to do this type of movement right here. So instead of having that close grip or that shoulder width or slightly out grip than your shoulder width, what I want you to do, the bar for the lat pull down usually has like a curve, right? It has a curve to the sides. The farther you go from the curve, the more the latissimus dorsi you're going to be targeting, okay? So the more out of the exercise you're going to get. Okay, so that's for the hand positioning. That's the first mistake that most people do, having that close grip, which is not essential for growing the width. The second mistake that you see many people do is when they're performing the exercise, right? They're not bringing the bar to your chest. They're bringing all the way down here, almost like if they're about to perform like some sort of tricep extension in the cables, right? So when you're performing the lat pull down, you want to be able to bring the bar all the way to the middle of your chest, not all the way down here, okay? So by correcting the first mistake, which is the hand positioning, right? You're gonna be able to have your chest stick out and bring the bar all the way to the middle of your chest, allowing you to have that better contraction in the latissimus dorsi, which is the muscle we're trying to target again. So instead of bringing it all the way in front of you, arch your back, bring your chest up, and then perform the exercise so you bring it all the way here, right? So that's the second common mistake that most people do. So we got the first mistake, which is the hand positioning, right? The second mistake is going to be the range or where the bar ends up. Instead of having it in front of you, you're gonna bring it all the way to the middle of the chest. The third one is going to be mostly based on the person rocking back and forth in order to bring the weight down, the bar down. The reason behind this, the reason that people do this is because the weight is too heavy, right? If the weight is too heavy, you're using momentum in order to bring the bar down. If you're using momentum, you're not targeting that muscle. You're using your whole body in order to bring the bar down. If that's not a back workout at all. You're basically doing like a whole body workout, right? A whole upper body workout if you put it into perspective. So if you want to target that muscle that brings the width, if you're performing it to bring the width of the back, you need to keep that back. Basically, you're arching your back, bringing your chest up, right? But keeping it locked in, so you're getting that full stretch, and then you bring the bar all the way to the middle of your chest, okay? So that's how you correct that mistake. Now, how to perform it? First of all, again, hand positioning as far as possible, very crucial. So as far as we go, the farther you go, the more of the latissimus dorsi you're going to be targeting. The second part, bring the bar all the way to the middle of the chest, right? To the middle of your chest. And as soon as you finish with that one, you're gonna as soon as you have those things checked, remember to always retract your scapula. So how do you retract your scapula? It's almost like you're doing a shrug, right? You're shrugging, and then you're opening your your lats out. So it's almost like you shrug back, and then you can perform the exercise. By shrugging, you're bringing your chest all the way up, and then you can bring the bar down. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember to follow me on social media. Remember to do all of that stuff. There's a Telegram group. You can ask me any question for free. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.